Hi everyone, it's Adrian Leah. This is going to be a crafting and clothing haul video. I will be talking about other things and um, there has been a lot that happened in a short period of time, so I'll share some of those things because they are linked to one of the projects and kind of like the my storyline and like the plot of it. So, of another thing, um, I'll be starting another sewing project sooner rather than later. So, this is the folkwear patterns with timeless style. The pattern is Rosie the Riveter, pattern 240. I'll be making the slacks and I'm using thrifted bed sheets and I got a zipper. I got two zippers the other day because they were $1. So this will go with the slacks and then this might go with the skirt, but if not, I might just put buttons on the skirt and save that for another project. But um, I'm making the slacks because the first couple of weeks that I'm in the college course. I have a t-shirt that they gave me, and they said either jeans or slacks. I don't have either. So I was thinking maybe I would buy a pair of jeans or something, but I'm like, I don't know if I would wear it more than the weeks that I would wear them. And I was thinking either thrifting them or getting them possibly at Hot Topic because I don't really shop in a lot of stores in the mall if I do. But with Hot Topic, it's usually like there's some type of um like pizzazz that goes on the clothing piece. It's um something that makes it not so just what it is, like jeans. So I don't know if that would have been approved for the course because it does feel like when I went to school, because I went to private school um, up till senior year of high school and 1 year of public, not 1 year, 1 month of public school. And then I went back to private school. Um, I didn't have anything against public school, but I ended up going back to private school. So, um, for this, there are a couple of things that's not really surprising. They try to prepare you for when you go into your job, and they're not saying that all jobs will make you do this, like make you have this certain type of like dress code or what have you, but they want to prepare us for what could possibly happen. Luckily, I don't have to take out my piercings or anything, which is nice. So I have my nose pierced, and it is kind of not great to take them out because sometimes it's just um it takes a while for you to like put the piercing back in. It depends on, I mean, if you have if it's like a smooth application. I have one of my piercings is a corkscrew, and I like those because like maybe you might bump your nose with your hand or something and it might pop out a little bit, but it's not going to pop out completely. So at least you could just like kind of push it back in. Like I've had other types of nose piercings with like the bar shape, L shape, and the straight one. And those ended up coming out sometimes. Like and maybe like if you're just sleeping or if you are like if you hit it somehow and sometimes you don't even notice that you do. So, and then I have a ring and I don't know, sorry, it's a long story time. I don't know if it's because I pierced them myself and I pierced them on different occasions because when I was in school, I wasn't allowed to have piercings, like face piercings like that. So, sometimes I had to remove it if they told me I had to remove it, or if you want a specific placement, I feel like sometimes you like really want to find like a good. I wanted to find a good place for me to put my piercings, and for a long time, like the areas, like the when you would change it, it's just so tender, and it. I would say these took probably the longest. It felt like the longest to heal, and then I did majority of my ear piercings on my own, and I didn't do my industrials on my own, but I have one right now. I actually had the other side pierced, like my other industrial bar, well, on like this side, and now it's on this side. I liked, um, I might, in some time, it's no rush at all. Like I might get this one done again and then take this one out, just because, I just, I feel like the last time I got it, or the latest time, I just wasn't like it doesn't feel as nice as the first time. So that'll be for a while. But I'm kind of happy that I didn't end up completely gauging my ears. I don't have anything against gauges, but um I don't I like just accessories, so it's like earrings. So it's nice to switch them like that. So no hats in school. I don't know about bandanas. I was gonna make a bandana, but I might not. Closed toe shoes, not surprising. I'll have scrubs for the following weeks. Um, Nothing like super bright on. They had like a whole PowerPoint of what was approved and not approved, so I'll be going through the list and I think I'm going to be cutting my nails a little shorter and then just still putting a design on it. So I I have had my nails like short with French tip, so I'm not um I could do that probably this weekend or something. But that was like an orientation. Well, it was okay. It wasn't unexpected. Well, it was kind of unexpected because I wasn't expecting it to be like all of the courses for watching the orientation, but eventually it was like the small classroom settings of your course and specifics about your course. So another thing that happened that kind of was leading to what I did today, which is I got well, I used a coupon because well, I have a couple of coupons for from Hot Topic, and I decided to get some things. Well, there was actually it's kind of like a thrift store, but isn't a thrift store within the mall. But I went there, well, I went to the mall and it was closed that day, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm not going there. Because I went to the DMV and sometimes it's like you're there once, but a lot of times I think, well, because I've moved around so many times, and even when I was in the same state, I still went to the DMV for different things. And sometimes, like, if it's like a small type of small, it's like a small town type of vibe, then it might go quicker, but it was already my second time like going there trying to see if I could just do a walk-in and they only did walk-ins on specific days and then I couldn't get an appointment until like a month later, which it was today, and then I was on time and everything, and then they needed something from the last date that I was in, so I'm just like, all right. And so I'm like, I have to call them to talk to them about it, and um then there's another appointment, and it's just such a tedious thing, and I keep telling myself like it's not something that doesn't happen, so it's not like it's not going to get done, but when I'm like I feel like in any other mood, I was gonna say something else, but I'm sure it'll come to me at some point. When I'm in any other mood besides being content, I'm usually not hungry at all. Like I don't really eat, and that's why a lot of times I don't, especially those times, I don't really make food because I end up wasting the food because I don't want to eat it. Um, but I got myself like a drink from the cafe and then I drove to the mall because I was like, I get thirsty, but I don't get hungry usually when I'm just like out of the DMV mood. And I mean, it wasn't a bad experience at the DMV, but just the whole thing of not knowing how long it'll take or if they usually ask for more um documents than what maybe the website says to like extra proof of this. And so I tried to bring just as much as I can. Oh, so I'm gonna have to maybe no. Well, I'm gonna have to um call them at an earlier time for me because I'm on the West Coast right now. So I want to call them right when they open because sometimes like the lines just beep and you can't get through. And um I really don't know if I could just and I don't really want to just hop on the plane and go there in person. So I'm hoping I could just do it in a timely manner. And like I tried looking for emails. They left a number for me to call them. The line was already beeping like it was busy and it said it was busy. And so I'll have to see what I could do because I hope that I don't have to take like a random early trip back to the East Coast. I mean, I would love to take a trip back to the East Coast just, for funsies, but not DMV stuff. Um, but I guess I'll just lay low. And I didn't even get to finish the tarot deck bag because the Hutzel Tarot is coming. It's in the US, so I think it should get here either early next week or earlier than that. Maybe not because it's already Friday. But it already reached customs. So I usually it's like an estimate of 2 weeks. So I will talk about what I got at Hot Topic because I had a coupon. I actually had to look up what Y2K meant because like it kept like getting popped up and it's not like I haven't heard of about the term in the past and it's like basically early 2000s style. And I'm like, oh, so it's just clothes that I have had growing up. And then you put your own style to it. Um, so I was happy because for the past couple of years, I haven't really gotten a lot of stuff from Hot Topic. Hang on, is someone thinking about me? I want to sneeze. But because I've been in Hot Topic here and there, and for the past couple of years, and I haven't gotten anything. But recently, I've just been wanting to get the stuff that they have, which is kind of nice because it's like almost replenishing my clothing in some way. Um, I don't really have a lot of spring and summer clothing because they're just not the seasons that I gravitate towards a lot. Um, but I'll show the things, and I'm sorry, it's like 16 minutes and I only showed my pattern. But I saw a couple of shirt or tank tops. I really like tank tops. It's probably majority of my warm weather clothing. Cause, and even in my cold weather, I just put it on top of skirts or layer it and stuff, usually on top of skirts or leggings, or shorts. So I got this shirt, and when I saw it, I was like, I put it up against me in the back mirror. That's like the only thing with Hot Topic is that like I didn't go into the dressing room or anything, but it's so dark in the um in in the store or in the back. But this is white, so it's a tank top, and I really love this type of style. Um I love the fit of these. They're kind of bold but feminine, and I love wearing them with maybe like loose pants. It kind of balances it out for me. It depends what it is because I wear leggings a lot too. As I said, I don't have pants. So I'm happy about this. I still like want the cross one, but I did wanna get get a tank top because I wanted to have some of the stuff before they maybe went in with clothing and out of clothing of different styles. There's this one band t-shirt that I don't know, I guess I waited super long because it's been out for a while and then I decided to like I wanted to get it and then um and now they don't have my size. So I'm like I don't really want to get the larger size. I don't know if I would wear it, but I'll see about that. So I got another shirt. This is a crop shirt, and I wasn't sure because I usually don't wear like, well, I would say a lot of my tank tops are kind of cropped because, and then I wear something like a skirt, and the skirts are usually like waist high skirts anyway, and like the next one I'm gonna show. But I really love the fit of this and with my skirt, like my black skirt. So this is the another band t-shirt. I think that's what you would consider this because it is a band t-shirt. Duh. My Chemical Romance. I got this one specifically because it says Newark, New Jersey. and I spent a lot of my childhood, all of my childhood and teenage years in South Jersey, and then I moved. Um, so I thought that this was, well, Newark isn't in South Jersey, but it's still New Jersey. And I just thought that was something that would go with me. And I'm happy. Like, it depends what the style is, and that would determine what size I would get. Um, and so this fits really nicely. I I'm just super happy, especially around like the neck area, because I usually don't like t-shirts that much because I don't like stuff that's super close like up here, but it's not uncomfortable. And it reminds me there is a concert like in the Las Vegas area, and I mean, I wouldn't have anyone to go with, but it's just like kind of a exciting thing to even hear that because I feel like my childhood, literally this kind of feels like my childhood right now, only it's a little different in a way. Like I feel like it's kind of the cycle is coming in and out, only I'm not in a rehabilitation center. I'm not like forced to go to therapy. I know people love therapy, but I feel like maybe if I were older and I decided on my own to go to therapy, I would be okay with it. But when I'm like doing it for years up till when I turned 18, um, since being a child, I was just not into it, and I've just been not, the idea of it is just like not with me to do that. But so this concert is like a bunch of bands that a lot of them I grew up listening to, and maybe even before that. And so I just feel like it's exciting because a lot of the bands, they don't have as many songs or like albums that are out, coming out as much because, life happens and you do this and you do that, and that's super completely okay. So it's just like kind of, I don't know, nostalgic that all these bands are coming together to perform in this concert. And I'm just like, I haven't been to a concert in a really long time. I have been to a couple of them, and it was cool. And the concert, it's nice that it's not, well, it's still probably going to be warm, but not nearly as warm as like if you were to go in summer. And I don't know if that's on purpose because like in this area in the summertime, like I don't think you would want to do that. I think that would be more of a liability. So, um, that's super like awesome, and just the idea of that is like super cool to me. So, the last thing that I got, and these were all, I used my coupon and I got almost $20 down on it. And I'm not saying Hot Topic has like, um, well, you could say this about all like clothing. Like, I feel the clothing for what it is. I've had a lot of things from them and I've kept them around for a long time. They didn't, if I didn't accidentally like leave them there, then my parents um did something with it because sometimes I would just like jet out. But for the most part, I've kept a lot of stuff. And there's this other style that has been coming back, that has come back recently too, and it reminds me of a bag that I was gifted when I was younger. I still remember it. It was this purse that had like I know it had a rib cage on it, and it had a heart, and it was black, and that was like my main bag that I would carry around. You could see the type of teenager that I was growing up, or like preteen or something. I had that bag for a long time. And I never forgot about it. And now these styles are like coming in again. There's this one bag that has like the rib cage on it. Um, don't know if I would get that one. It has like not not like it. There's still technically skulls on it, but it's like within the um the bag itself, and not like I'm not saying painted on, or like there's other fabrics that make that, if that makes sense. Like it's imprinted on it, that you can't see it so much, but you definitely can see it, if that makes sense. So I didn't, I don't think I'm going to get that, but there's this other bag that has like mushrooms, and I'm kind of wondering if I would wear another bag, but it's like definitely I either wear it or I don't wear it. Like um it takes a long time for me to even switch bags. Same with my profile picture. Like I'm so sorry if you've seen me change my profile picture like 20 times. Because I definitely did it more than that. Because I've had my other profile picture for years, and I'm just like, I don't see anything that's wrong with it at all. Of course, I had it for X amount of years. Um, and I don't know. I'm still debating on it, but if the time comes where I'm switching it out, then I switch it out. But that would probably take a long time. I'm still wearing the same boots, not the same ones, but I like buy new ones of the same boot for over a decade. And I'm thinking I might switch out the boots. I'm not sure because I love them so much. I wear them 90% of the time. I can't really wear them at work. I mean, at work, but I actually wear those at work too. Well, at my last job. But I would probably wear my Adidas at school because they're comfy, and they're like the only sneakers that I have right now. They didn't say that you had to have sneakers, but either that or I have other boots. They're all like boots. Um, so I have to really think about it. I was just thinking like, is this a time to do it? And maybe it'll be another time, and maybe it's not um me being me. I like what I like, and I stick to what I like a lot of the time. So unless I choose otherwise. Um, so the last thing, I'm sorry, that was just me continuously talking about random stuff. I got another skirt, and I don't buy like every skirt that I see, but I felt like I would definitely wear this. It's something that the shape is definitely something that I wear. The only thing is, not like it's a problem. It's kind of like I don't know what it necessarily does for me at least, but maybe if I wear it with other things, it might be like more evident. Because there's like a slit here. It doesn't go all the way up. So I feel like it's like around the knees, a little like that. So it's honestly barely there. And I'm like, I don't really know, because I feel that I don't see it that much, but maybe when I wear like again my boots or something with it, that it would be but it's not like really showy. I mean, I'm not judging, but it's not like that. So that's why I'm like, I don't know why that this part is on the skirt or not on the skirt. So, um, I really like it. The fit is like I wouldn't say it's like a glove because it's a long skirt, but it's drapey. It's how I like it. It's a little past my ankles, and I just feel like they're fun. So, and I'm happy that maybe I'm like having more of a warm weather wardrobe. And then when I move, um, I'll have like some, I guess, warm weather things. Not like it gets nearly as warm, but it's nice to round it out. And I think my sewing can help with that too. I'm just gonna show what I did with my hat. I thought it would have been finished by now, but the top of it, like the crown, is a star. You won't be able to see this, but I put it on longer needles so I could do the magic loop. And I showed the cows in another video. I also went to the Eastern European market and I found something that I was trying to find randomly because I was about to go to another store, but then I walked in and I saw it. So I was looking for cashews, and you would think, don't they have cashews in other places? I checked Walmart, they didn't have it. They had other nuts there. There's another supermarket, I didn't check it. I honestly was like, I didn't want to pay so much for the nuts because I wanted to make a vegan pierogi and I was going to use the cashews to make the vegan cheese because I'm just not finding a cheese right now that I um would eat. And I'm not saying that it does, like some people could definitely eat it. I just am picky. So I haven't been eating like the plant-based cheese that I got and I'm really um picky about the cheese that I get because I usually don't find cheese that I like. I love the cheese at Wegmans, the plant-based ones, but they don't have Wegmans on well in this area, and I'm sad about it because the Lactaid ice cream, a whole tub of it, and it was super inexpensive and it tasted exactly like ice cream. I might just do the Homestead thing and make my own oat milk ice cream. I'll have to see because I was also going to make homemade ricotta. I was thinking about making homemade cottage cheese. But I'm okay with the cottage cheese that I get, and it's like I can easily get it, so I, I thought that was good. I haven't looked into sour cream, but I really like the Lactaid sour cream, and I don't really want to um get the other sour cream. I don't mind it, but I definitely taste a difference with the Lactaid one. It just tastes like regular sour cream. Um, the other one's really close to tasting like how it would regularly taste like. Um, and I didn't know if I wanted to get just regular sour cream. I mean, I love regular sour cream, but um, I feel that my stomach feels like it's content with me, and I feel like it definitely notices when I eat something that I don't normally eat. So I try not to, but sometimes, like occasionally, I was also wanting to make Rice Krispies, but I'm trying to save like if, if it takes butter, I'm trying to save my butter. I had to double check on the rest on recipes, but I really wanted something like with brown sugar, and I ran out of my apple jam, and I made Sereniki again, and then it had like blueberries. It kind of just tasted like blueberry pancakes, which was good, but I prefer the apple ones. And then I made two batches. I didn't finish it. I just made the dough of more pierogies. Um, so I'll make more because I have the filling for the blueberry, which is like blueberry and sugar, and then um the what is it? The other pierogies with I made potato and onion last time. I'm trying to save my sour cream, so I'm kind of like using it sparingly for the different things. I would like to try to make the vegan pierogi with the vegan cheese with the potato and maybe onion too, or make them like a variety. I like having them in the freezer and they're super filling, so I feel like it's definitely going to last a while. Especially on days when I would rather not be cooking. But get to that. Oh, I found cashews there and they were a little over $5 for a pound, which I think is a good price because other places for a pound I wouldn't be surprised if they doubled the that for because like nuts are expensive. Um, for some reason I can't find cashews. And I like was thinking about getting it at Trader Joe's because I got nutritional yeast at Trader Joe's for the flavoring, but and to add to the cheese. But I was thinking that it would probably be a little pricey too. So that's that update. There's just a lot of things that I'm trying to adult my way through it. I was really happy when I went to school. Um, well, I would have been okay either way, but they're like they were surprised. They thought I was in my early 20s and so that was that. Um, let's see. I'm also really not tall. And I don't really get nicknames, but when I did get nicknames growing up, it was usually like um something that had to do with my height, like Little Bit or Squirt, like those types of things. Okay. So again, you can't really see this pattern that well, kind of. Now that it's getting more, well, those parts are finished. Now I'm on the crown of it, and I feel like I would have liked to do like an earthy themed one too at another time. Like I don't think like near now. I know a lot of Fair Isles patterns, they do this, and I also didn't follow like the color scheme. Like they had you used a lot of colors for it. I just used what I had. I mean, I still have my a lot of JC Rennie, but I was actually saving that for another project, and that project will use up all of that yarn anyway. So I'm gonna keep it with the yarn. Well, as much yarn for that. And then I'll have to add more to it. But that's left over from my advent calendar. And the star is just taking a while, but it's almost done. And I think next time I might just do regular ribbing, depending on what it is. Like if I maybe change my color scheme, I could do this. And I don't mind it like this too. It actually looks kind of fun. Um, it's been kind of nice, sorry, kind of good. It's been nice to tuck it in. I say tuck it so you don't really see it as much, but because if I do it the other way, the floats are showing because I was carrying my yarn, and you don't really, I mean, I guess you could, but it's not like something you normally show. So overall, like it's been a cozy experience, not like hot, like it's been comfortable working with it because a lot of the yarns that I brought, I haven't been touching because it's just been slightly warm on my hands in this weather. Um, oh yeah, my sewing machine is in the US too. So that was set to arrive around or on Tuesday, maybe earlier than that, but I'm not sure. I'm kind of hoping it's not on a Tuesday because that's when I'll be out. Because I don't know if like they'll make me sign or anything, but I don't know. Like, and for Ukraine, usually they don't make me sign. I don't think I've ever had a time aside from like not the sewing machine, the spinning wheel where it was like a whole thing that I ended up like getting it through FedEx and like they just gave it to me and I didn't need to sign for it in less than a week. And then for USPS, they took a couple months and they said that they lost the package or they sent it back and then they lost the package and then the seller retrieved it and sent it to me through another um, company, and that took a couple months. So, um, with Ukraine, the packages just arrive. So I really wanted to be working on the bag so I could finish it off, and I don't know how it's going to be with I know because like school I don't need to be in there often, but then I have schoolwork and then I don't know. Because a lot of college, I didn't work too much. If I did work, I barely worked. Or towards the end, I worked a lot, and it's weird because I was like staying at my it was like a friend at a time, and I was sleeping on her couch because I was moving back to the area, and my place wasn't going to be vacant for like maybe a month or so. And it was just this whole thing because I had the cats at the time and my dog at the time. And um it was just this whole thing and it was like sad because um especially my dog trying to find someone to watch him because he would get anxiety when I wasn't there. Like I feel like he was a husky mix. So I feel like he was okay with me, and then when I left, it just he wasn't. And I was paying almost like the same amount that I would pay for rent to like keep him in certain places, like people to watch him and stuff, because it was hard for people to keep him while I wasn't there. And the cats were jumping around because either like people are they're okay with cats or they're allergic to cats usually, not usually, but like if they don't keep the cats, that's like a good or well, that's like one of those general reasons is what I meant to say of why maybe they wouldn't have cats around. So, and then like one person would be able to keep them for a certain amount of time, then the other person only a certain amount of time, which was fantastic. I appreciated it. Um, I remember like making those videos at that time, and some videos I was literally doing like this because I was like, when I wasn't like trying to like pick up my pets like here and there, I was just like working, and finishing my final project. And I feel like I'm a little rejuvenated from my final project. That was like almost, it was around like 30 pages, definitely over 25 pages, something like around that. And I was just like, no more, no more. I'm brain dead. But right now, I don't feel so bad, and I don't mind not working too much during this time, but I still would like to do a little bit. So I'll see. I think that's mainly what I'll show because we'll start the slacks tomorrow. I have until Tuesday. I might be able to finish it, but if not, I'll see what else I could find that I could wear. Um, I don't think I have pants aside from like the sweatpants, and I don't think they would want me to. Or the leggings. I don't think so. I'm gonna call the DMV to see, but I really hope I get through sooner, as soon as I can, instead of like waiting on hold for a long time. And I know that they might be busy. I just need to get this going. So sorry for all the talking, but thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in another video.